Hey, my friends, Dan Spiegel here, credentialed member of the media for the Florida Panthers, and I just wanted to discuss a little bit about this Kris Versteeg trade. I know that there's a lot of people that are very upset. There's a lot of people that are very happy about this deal, and on the surface, I think there's no way to judge whether this is a good or bad trade for the Florida Panthers, and we probably won't know till maybe a couple of years from now whether it was a good or bad deal, because really it comes down to how well can Jimmy Hayes develop, and how quickly can he develop with given consistent ice time. Now, I know that he's not the fastest skater in the world, but he certainly is a big body, and there's certainly some room for improvement too. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of dynamic he brings to a lineup that is already getting a lot bigger with Bustad and Barkov, and obviously Goodbranson and Markstrom, and there's a lot of young big guys that are developing, and there's nothing wrong with bringing that in. I mean, you trade away a 5'11" guy for a 6'6" guy, 215, 220, and if he blossoms into something, it was probably a pretty good deal. Sure, Talon probably regrets signing Versteeg to the extension that he did, and especially at the price that he did, and now he has to pay half his salary for the next 3 years. But it tells you something when someone needs. If Talon wanted Versteeg out of town so bad that he was willing to pay for it, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And as fans of the team, especially Versteeg fans, I mean, I saw it all last night. All these knee-jerk reactions to this trade, as if Versteeg was on pace for 60 goals or something this year. I mean, he wasn't doing anything. He's probably still not healthy yet. And if he gets healthy in time and helps the Blackhawks big time, good for him. I mean, Versteeg was always cool with me. I always had good conversations with him in the locker room. I wish him nothing but the best. But as far as the Panthers are concerned, and the Panthers on-ice product, really losing Versteeg doesn't hurt that much for what he was doing. Does that mean that he couldn't have improved all year long as his leg got healthier? No. Maybe he did. Maybe he does. Maybe he will. Okay? But look, it's not the end of the world to lose a 20-goal scorer if you can bring in some help that will absorb that. Now, we don't know. Look, Horacek knows the San Antonio roster through and through. He knows who's close, who's not. We don't know if Howden's ready to come back up, or maybe Trocheck is going to be given a chance, or whatever. Because there's some questions around Scott Gomez and everything else. There are things in flux right now, and look, it has to happen. It has to happen. I mean, what are we going to do? Are we going to keep redefining insanity and keep putting the same lineup out there every night and expect a different result? No, we just can't. And Talon wasn't going to deal with that anymore. And good for him for having the balls to make a change. And a lot of times what happens with fans, and look, I might write for the team, but I'm a fan as well. Obviously, I mean, look at my shirt here, but I need to reserve judgment. I need to have trust in Talon to make sure that I don't jump the gun, that I'm not a knee-jerk type of guy, because my girlfriend, who is a massive Versteeg fan, she's got a Versteeg jersey that is now part of a bunch of jerseys that are now going to be in a graveyard. It's very easy to get upset. And when I first heard the news, I was like, wow. But I've been saying for weeks that a David Booth-like trade was on the way, and here it is. And there's probably more to come. And we need to be ready for that. We need to shake this thing up. And if it sets us back a little bit to be primed for next year, so be it. It may be the changes that we make right now will put us in the playoffs this year. We have a lot of work to do. Obviously, we're way behind. We're way behind the eight ball. But we've got a mountain that's huge right now to climb with just 4 wins on the year. I mean, we've got a long way to go. Okay, does it mean that we're dead and done in the water because of this trade? No, absolutely not. I mean, I think we're only 6-7 points out of the 8th spot, and we're not even at the quarter pole yet. So there's a long time to go here. But it's so easy to get so upset about one of the players. I mean, we have so few players that we can rely on offensively on this team, at least now. And you let him go, and they had all these advertising campaigns using him on the phone and doing all these things that were really funny. It's hard to see him go. But if Talon's willing to pay to get him out of town, there's a reason for that. Talon has built a Stanley Cup winner in Chicago, and let's face it, he did build that team in 2010. And there's a reason why we have to trust him on this. And there's no doubt everybody likes Dale. There's some people out there that don't like him or think that he's full of crap. I don't know how you could do that when his resume speaks for itself. But there's a process here, And I think we got a little too successful, a little too quick 2 years ago, and now we had to come back down to earth a little bit. Now we got to build back up. This is the way that it is. But if you're going to be a perennial contender, you've got to develop through your own system and with some youth. And he's got more youth in the system now and more size, and I think that we have to roll with that. So, as far as absolutely that this is the Panthers got fleeced here, no one can say that. No one knows that for sure. And anyone that says that the Panthers came out smelling like gold here, they don't know anything either. No, none of us know anything. We all have opinions, and we all know what opinions are, right? Everybody has opinions. Who cares about what everybody's opinions are? The facts will come out in time. But we're emotional about our team. We're passionate about our team. We want nothing more than to return to where we were 2 years ago. We want to succeed for a change. We want to have a team to be proud of. And there's enough pieces in place here that we can be a proud Panther fan right now. But we just need to be a little bit more patient and look. How long has it been since we've had good ownership? It's been a long time. Now we have it. At least we have the appearance of some stability at the top. How long have we been able to actually spend some money to bring in some players? It's been a long time. I mean, 2 years ago we went on this 3 years ago we went on this frenzy just to hit the floor. But now we got to come back to reality a little bit. And are we going to spend a little bit more money down the road here? Probably, because Viola said that we will spend whatever we need to spend to get better. But we have to cut some of this dead weight, and that's what this trade was. So for those of you that are really, really railing on Talon for this, I think that's too much of a knee-jerk reaction. And for those that were just happier than all get out to see Versteeg get kicked out the door, I think we need to reserve judgment on that as well. But there's a lot worse things in the world than playing for this defending Stanley Cup champion Blackhawks. So Versteeg's going to do just fine. I wish him nothing but good luck and good health. And as far as the Panthers are concerned, let's keep investing in our youth. Let's keep pushing forward, and let's stick together as fans. Because if we do that, then the whole experience and the journey back to prominence, relevance, and being competitive every year in the playoffs is going to be that much sweeter because we stuck through these times without bashing everything that happens in the organization. So I'm Dan Spiegel. Thank you so much for watching this, and I look forward to being in touch with you in the near future. And go Panthers tonight against Minnesota in Jimmy Hayes' debut, and Horacek's first game, being able to finally get some practice time in beforehand to get his systems going a little bit and see how they come out. So take care, guys, and go Cats, and we'll see you soon.